All right, so you're here for the tea and I'm here to serve it up real hot. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into more FUPA content because it's been highly requested. Today we're going to be talking about how to get rid of the FUPA quick, fast, rapidly. That is what we're going for in today's video, so stay tuned and let's jump into some do's and don'ts to get you shaving off that FUPA as fast as possible. So first things first, when it comes to losing your FUPA or even flattening your stomach in general, you want to not focus too much on just doing planks. Planks will increase your endurance of your core, but it's not going to help you flatten that stomach. Okay, what we need is more of a crunching motion. So I'm going to get into that crunching bit when we get into the do's. For now, let's just continue to cover the don'ts. The second thing that you don't want to focus on too much is just running. Running, yes, cardio is great. We've established that cardio is fantastic for the cardiovascular system. But when you're focusing on getting that stomach on flat sis, you don't want to focus on just running. Okay, I will get into some do's in terms of cardio that you should be doing. The third thing that you want to avoid doing in order to get that FUPA gone real quick is you don't want to undereat. You don't want to starve yourself. Yes, a caloric deficit is absolutely paramount and it's very important in order to lose fat from any parts of your body. But what will happen is if you go into that starvation mode, that starvation space, what will happen is the body will retain and hold on to fat because it's going to think that you're actually going through a starvation phase, and it actually takes longer for you to burn through fat than it does for anything else in the body. So of course it's going to hold on to the fat to try and preserve your life for much longer. So don't starve yourself, eat. The fourth thing that you want to avoid, so the fourth don't is getting into waist trainers. I know it is the in thing for some people right now. I know your favorite Insta fitty or baddie is wearing a waist trainer, but guys, waist trainers, there's no scientific evidence that says that a waist trainer will help you to lose fat. It won't. Okay, if anything, it's a bit more counterproductive than it actually is supportive of you getting rid of your FUPA. It's a temporary hold, and when you take it off, everything comes out. Okay, so don't think of it as a fix. It is just like a plaster or a band-aid on a cut, and when you take it off, you're exposed again. And the last don't when it comes to getting rid of that FUPA is taking these slim teas or these shakes that will guarantee you a flatter stomach faster. These things don't work. Most of these slim teas are just laxatives packaged beautifully. Let's be real, okay? So don't get caught up in the hype. The focus is to be in your caloric deficit, eat wholesome foods, really nourish your body, make sure that your fiber is up there, and just tick all the boxes for proper nutrition rather than looking for shortcuts, because it never ends well. All right, so now let's get into the things that you should be doing to get rid of that FUPA faster. Okay, on the do side, let's just get into the positives and the things that will actually help you get rid of that FUPA faster. First things first, you need to be in a caloric deficit. I am always going to start with the elephant in the room. You will not lose weight, you will not lose fat from any part of your body if you're not in a caloric deficit. This just simply means that you need to be consuming, or you need to be burning more calories than you're consuming. Whatever that looks like for you. If you don't know how many calories you're supposed to be taking in, again, you can go in my description box below and I will drop my calorie calculator where you can just find how many calories you're meant to be at for fat loss, and that will help you get more of an idea of where you should be eating. Okay, Continuing with diet, you want to make sure that you are consuming nutrient dense foods rather than calorie dense foods. I know it's easy to get a bit mixed up on both of them, so let me just clarify that a little bit for you. So nutrient dense foods would be whole foods, would be foods that come in their natural states, and you can get them from starchy veggies, like things like sweet potatoes, yams, stuff like that, if you're looking for those. You can also get it from kale, from spinach. Literally so many different foods are nutrient dense. Again, you can explore all the vegetables nutrient dense rather than calorie dense. And a lot of calorie dense foods tend to fall under processed foods as well. So avoid those donuts, avoid the breads, avoid the meats, that fake meats. You can avoid the bacon because they're very, very saturated with fats. So many different foods that you can kind of just be like, yeah, it doesn't really look like a good idea, because it's not. All right. So again, nutrient dense foods over calorie dense foods any day, every day. So we're going to stay on diet a little bit more, and one thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is you're consuming enough water. You need water for all the processes in the body. Okay, the body is made up of around like 70% water. So in order to maximize anything, especially fat loss and getting rid of toxins, you will need to make sure that your water is up there. I right now drink around 3 liters of water a day, and sometimes I even still feel dehydrated, especially if I'm having a very active day. So make sure you get in your water, and that will help your fat loss. All right, next on the do is to ensure that you are doing exercises that actually engage the core, not on an endurance level, but actually working on contracting that core. So you want to go for crunching exercises, you want to go for leg raises, you want to go for rotation exercises. And a lot of people don't talk about this as much, but you actually want to hit that lower back as well. That is going to help you cinch that waist, sis. And that is what we're here for. So again, rotations, leg lifts, crunches, and lower back engagement. Those are the things that you need to include in your workouts. And today I'm going to run you through a quick FUPA workout, or get rid of your FUPA fast workouts, that will include all those bits, just so you can do that at home and make sure that you are getting summertime fun. The last two things I'm going to talk about real quick are around lifestyle. So the first thing is to reduce your stress. Again, those of you who have watched many of my videos, you would know that stress is one of those things that in the presence of it, you have a high level of cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and also an elevated level of insulin. And in the presence of insulin, your fat loss probability reduces significantly. So sis, drop all that stress, family stress, someone's big head son stress, all that stress. We're not here for it, okay? If you want that FUPA gone, get rid of the stress. And second on the lifestyle is definitely improving your sleep, your quality of sleep, the length of time that you sleep. I'm not saying sleep for 10 hours, but I'm definitely saying get in your 7 to 8 hours every single night, as much as you can, as often as you can. And definitely look at your sleep hygiene, how you prepare yourself for bed, and the quality of the sleep that you do get. So drop that phone off before it's bedtime. And really just set your intentions for your night, whether that's through meditating, whether that's through praying, whether that's through reading a book, whatever it looks like for you. Make sure that your nighttime routine is consistent and very, very relaxing. All of that reduces stress, and all of that increases your chances of losing body fat, and that's what we're here for. So those are the do's and don'ts. Yeah, you know, I love to drop a little bit of knowledge before we actually get into the workouts. And now we're going to jump behind here. I'm going to show you guys some exercises that you can do to get rid of that FUPA real fast. Let's jump into it. All right, so before we get into the workout, you guys know that a warm-up is on the menu. We're always going to warm up before we get into any workout. Sometimes I'll show it, sometimes I won't, but today I feel like we need to make it abs specific to warm up properly. So We're going to start off with some high knees. We're going to go for 30 seconds of high knees, and I will show you a modification for them if you can't really do the jumping in place, okay? So 30 seconds of high knees. We go. If it's a bit much for you, losing my strap here. All right, so those are your high knees, locked and loaded. Next, we're gonna go for some windmills, all right? 30 seconds of those. Fantastic. All right, the last move that we're gonna do is here. What that move actually does is it engages the lower core. So already we're firing up our lower core and getting ready for the actual workout. So 30 seconds of that. Reach as high as you can with the leg to get a rotation type of movement. Time. So those are our 3 warm-up moves, and now we're gonna get into the main workout. All right, so for this workout, we're not gonna go for time for the exercises, but rather we're gonna go for reps. Okay, this is just to make sure that you're getting the most out of the session, and no matter how long it takes you to complete the reps, just know that you've completed them, all right? And I've chosen the rep range because it's gonna get you towards your goals much faster. Let's jump into the first exercise. On to exercise number 2, which is the bicycle crunches. 20 reps, let's go. I definitely felt those. So that's bicycle crunches. That's exercise number 2. On to the third exercise. So the third exercise is some lying opposite toe touches. On your back, legs up, and we're reaching opposite hand to the opposite side. Go. Exercise number, what's that? 3 or 4? Done. On to the next one. So exercise number 4 now will be some lying leg raises. So I'm going to show you guys that you can do this one bilaterally, which is using 2 legs at the same time, or you can alternate them to make it a little bit easier. I forgot to add, you can actually place your hands and play around with your lower back for some additional support, because sometimes we get that lower back pain or lower back discomfort when performing this exercise. So my sweet spot may not be where your sweet spot is, by the way. So find yours. Place them under here. Legs up. So you can alternate them as well. Whew. 20 leg raises done. On to the last exercise, and that is Superwoman's. So I like to call them Superwoman's, obviously, because we're female, I'm female, but people call them Superman as well. So this is where you're working that lower back part that I told you about. So flip over, let me show you. So we are here, fingertips touching the ears or the temple, and as you come up, you bring your toes up off the floor, you bring your legs up off the floor, you squeeze your glutes, and you're also bringing your upper body off the floor to work that lower back. All right, 20 reps, let's go. So again, those are your Superwoman's, Superwomen, Superman, whatever it is you want to call it. So guys, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and I hope that the exercises that I was demonstrating help you to engage that core, to really work on that trouble area that you have, and that you practice. Just implement them. Do it in the comfort of your bedroom. You don't have to do it outside. You don't have to do it in the gym. You don't have to do it where people are watching you, if that is something that you're conscious about. Okay, because I know sometimes our trouble areas tend to make us feel a little bit, you know, insecure or a bit shy about performing the exercises to actually tackle that area. But remember, everyone is in the gym because they're trying to get better. All right, and if that's what you're doing, you're in the right place, and no one has a right to judge you. All right, yeah, if you haven't already, please like this video, give it a nice fat thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join us. I've got more content coming for you guys. And if you do want more abs exercises, if you do want more FUPA content, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to drop you whatever content it is that you're looking for. Again, thank you so much for joining us today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.